Hey everybody, this is David Mars with Mars HVACR Design and Mars HVACR Design School. And today I'm going to go over what information I need for you to submit to us for getting the work done, getting a manual J to you, getting a manual JDNS, even if you need res check or energy gauge, Florida energy calcs, all that information. We need information to be able to compile it all together and then come up with the proper reports for you. So let's go ahead and check that out. Whenever you contact us, we'll be able to send you a new client packet, PDF packet. And what that includes is a design form. And on that design form, you need to make sure to submit this with every single project that you send to us. Make sure to put today's date. That's confirming what date that it was that you're sending this over, as well as the customer name. Doesn't need to be your name. So if you're submitting it over in, say, your, ABC Heating and Air, and you don't have to put ABC Heating and Air there, put the last name of the customer or, whatever you want that project name to be known by. That way, when we contact you on it, we can associate that project name with that project to you and then be able to talk about it properly. The address as well, super important. We have to know where it's located at so that way we can enter in all of the correct weather data information. Because you got to remember, we do work all across the country, all 50 states, and everybody has different climate zones, different weather. All right, down from there, we need to know what direction the front door faces. So we need that orientation. That's another very important one. If we don't have the orientation, we can't provide you an accurate manual J. There's some people out there that like to do the worst case. We don't like doing worst case whatsoever because that just doesn't give you an accurate depiction of what that particular house is going to be. That gives you the worst overall case example, and that does not give you an accurate picture of that specific house. Then we're going to need the approximate age of the building. That helps us determine, what type of insulation values. What are we going to expect from that? A house that's built in 1910 or even 1870 is not going to be the same as a house that was built 4 or 5 years ago. Then we also need to know the number of bedrooms. That one's very important if we're doing a res check or any type of energy calculations. And especially important if we need to do anything with ASHRAE 62.2 and determine the amount of outside air that you're going to need to bring into the home. Now, we also need you to select the walls, and we're going to need to know whether they're going to be block or frame or some other type. Is it ICF walls? Is it something that's not really common, but they're doing it anyways? Let us know and let us know that R value. Same thing with the ceiling. We need to know, is it going to be shingles for the roof or is it going to be metal? Or is it something brand new? Is it, there's a lot of concrete and the terracotta clay ones. Let us know that. That's all very important and pertinent information, as well as the R value for the ceiling as well. The floors, we need to know, is it slab on grade or is it going to be above ground? Is there a basement unconditioned? Also, let us know what the R value is on that. If it's slab on grade, let us know if there's going to be edge insulation. That's super, super important, especially for the really cold areas. All right, after that, we're going to need windows. Make sure to let us know, is it single pane windows, double pane windows? Are they going to have low E? And another important part, U value and solar heat gain coefficient. U value and solar heat gain coefficient are the numbers that really make up the basis of what that window component is doing. It's super important. If your windows are all different ones, different U values, then submit us a list with this. Or down below, we have an extra area for additional notes. Go ahead and throw those extra notes in there. Let us know exactly what we're dealing with, and we can make it very, very accurate for you. Same thing with new unit information. Put the brand that you want at least. Give us the brand, the SEER, and whether it has an AFU or HSPF. Is this a heat pump or is this a gas furnace? Let us know all that information. If you don't know the model numbers or the prefix of the model numbers, we can go ahead and look that up, and come up with a good guesstimate. If you do know the prefix, let us know that too. We're going to be sizing it for you, but let us know, if it's a Goodman, let us know. If it's a GSE or a GSX, super important. One is a straight cool, one is a heat pump. Same thing with, the air handler and furnace. Give us the first 3 letters to it. maybe a number in there too. And then that way we understand what we're dealing with in terms of which one we should select and be more appropriate and close for you. The other aspect is additional notes. Throw in there any other stuff about this house that you may know of. If you've taken any pictures, send us the pictures too. Video is very, very awesome as well. Submit any of that information to us, and that helps us. Another thing that we need is, along with all of that data and information, is either a blueprint or a drawing or sketch. And what I always recommend to people, and again, this is in the new client PDF packet. If you don't have one of these, send me a message or give us a call. If you call us, Lanika's going to answer the phone. Just say, hey, I need a new client package or a PDF packet sent over to me. And, I may have been working with you guys, but let me have this information so that way I can have it too. She'll be more than happy to send that over to you. But on this right here, this is an example of what I need for a drawing. And with this drawing, I need to know room names. I need to know room sizes, ceiling heights. I need to know window locations and those window sizes. Same thing with doors. I need to know where those are located at and the door sizes. See, notice right up here, I have slider written down. Super important. I need to know the difference if it's a regular window or a sliding glass door. Same thing with a French door. French doors are very, very important to include. You don't want to just put door. If it's a door, it's harder for sunlight to pass through. It's harder for heat to get through. Whereas a French door has mostly windows. It's a lot easier for heat to get through. Whether it be, radiant or the convective, as it's going through, it's much, much, much easier in a French door. The heat load goes up from, using that one instead of just a metal or a wood door. Let us know that the room dimensions, especially if we're doing the duct layout on this, we have to know exactly what the room dimensions are. 12 by 10, 6 by 8. 8 by 14. Then that way we can section out each individual room. And when we draw the duct layout, we can be as accurate as possible. And then the final thing we need is what type of duct layout and duct materials do you use? Now, this is important because you may say, well, in my area, we've always used metal with, a branch coming off that's a little bit, round metal. And then the last 3 feet is flex. Well, everybody in different parts of the country uses different types of materials. And a lot of times we find out too that even in those areas, there's contractors that do things just a little bit their own way, and that's completely fine. But we got to know that information. We got to know what type of insulation are you putting on it. Is it R8, R6? Very important. And then where your grills are going to be located at. Do you put your grills right next to your exterior walls, right where the cool air would be coming in, and you need to heat that area first? Or are you putting it towards internal walls and blowing towards that source? Both are actually used, very common all throughout the country, but we need to know exactly how you want it. So always let us know, is it going to be a flex system? Is it going to be a duct board with flex branches? Is it going to be round metal with metal branches? Round metal with flex branches? I mean, we can go on and on and on and all the different variations, but we got to know as intricate as possible how you want it done, and then we're able to get that done for you. So I thank you guys very much for watching, and you guys have a great day.